Okay, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about ticker symbol BYFC, Broadway Financial Corp. So on last Friday, on Friday, June 19th, this stock was the most traded stock in the entire U.S. stock exchange, a ridiculous volume of 171 million shares, and the stock was up 94%, guys. So I like to check bar chart. I think this is one of the easiest ways to check this. And I just like to see which stocks have gone up the most in one day. And as you can see here, guys, you can find this by simply going to barchart.com, and you can click right here on the left hand panel. You'll see percentage change. So this stock was on my radar actually in a pre-market session of last Friday, and I found out about this stock through a post on Reddit. There's a Reddit Robinhood penny stocks that I kind of follow to get see exactly what people are buying. And then as you can see here, guys, this stock was picked up a lot on Robinhood. So over 21,000 people added this stock to their portfolio, pretty big. So what's going on here, guys? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about BYFC, kind of give you guys a background and show you guys how I ended up trading this stock. I ended up getting about 50% gain in my Webull account and a tiny little gain in my Fidelity account because I ended up holding it a little longer. But I'm going to show you guys how I traded this stock and why I made some money. So before I get into this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this content. It really helps the algorithm, guys. So what is BYFC? Well, if you guys haven't noticed, there was kind of a huge trend going on in last week's trading session. It was absolutely crazy, and a lot of African American owned businesses. So I think it started mostly last Monday with Urban One, ticker symbol UONE, and even its Class D shares, ticker symbol UONEK, and the stocks just went absolutely nuts, guys. So Urban One just went crazy, and it seemed like, obviously Urban One is, I made a video earlier about that stock, guys. Be sure to check that out. But basically, it just seemed like African American owned businesses were just getting a ton of volume, and a lot of people were putting money into the stocks. So this also actually happened with another African American owned bank called Carver, based out of New York, ticker symbol CAVR. So I was kind of eyeing all of these stocks. There aren't so many publicly traded ones, and there are quite a few on the OTC, but in terms of the Nasdaq and the New York Stock Exchange, there aren't that many. So I was kind of eyeing BYFC throughout the week to kind of see if it would pop. And as you can see here, guys, when I trade stocks, I usually look for that first big tick up, and usually that tick up comes from volume. So as you can see here, the volume was just very, very low. So we're looking, okay, yeah, so we're at the 5-day chart, guys. So as you can see here, the volume was basically non-existent, a couple thousand shares. And I like to look at the 5-minute intervals sometimes when I'm trading. So as you can see here, all of a sudden, boom. So on June 19th, there was a massive increase in volume, guys. So it really takes volume to drive stocks. I normally don't like to trade, swing trade, or even day trade in this situation because the volume was so crazy. But I really don't like to quickly trade these stocks unless there's at least like 1 million shares traded, just because I don't park my money in companies like this. I told you guys, I made another video earlier about the best growth stocks to buy. So if you guys are looking for some stocks you can kind of park your money in and make money like 20, 30, 40, 50%, 100%, over the course of a year, then definitely do that. But when it comes to these penny stocks, you want to trade stocks that have volume, because if you don't, it's basically just going to just, flatline you. So anyway, when the volume went up, it was definitely on my radar. So I saw it was up pre-market, and as you can see here, there's a lot of pre-market buying. Pre-market trading is different depending on your broker. So I use Webull. I think pre-market starts there pretty early, like something like 5 o'clock in the morning, and Fidelity at 7 a.m. So be sure to check with your broker on what your time window is for pre-market trading, guys. And sometimes that's a really a good opportunity to kind of get in early. So as you can see here, the stock kind of just shot up, and then I was able to buy in at around $4. I bought around $4 on Webull. That was like my best buy, and then I bought it at $4.20 on Fidelity, guys. So what was going on with this? Well, there's a thread on Reddit. So I'll show you guys exactly Okay, guys, so there's a thread posted on a subreddit called Robinhood Penny Stocks, guys. So sometimes I like to, dive in here and kind of read up and see what people are trading. Like I said, guys, this is not for long-term investing. This is basically for day trading and swing trading. These markets are so red hot, and there's a lot of opportunity to quickly grow, maybe make 30, 40, 50%. And I like to, but as you can see, guys, basically there was a big story going on. Long story short, basically, there was a lot of commotion, talking about how the bank was severely undervalued, and there was another group trying to take the bank over. So you guys can check out this thread on there. You just search for it in the subreddit. You'll see it there. It's got a lot of comments on it. But basically, just reading this thing, it just basically you could see that a lot of people wanted to come in and help the stock price go up, and also all these other African American companies have been skyrocketing in price as well. So that drew a lot of interest to the stock. So one of the reasons why stocks go up so much is because, as I was mentioning in the previous video, stocks need volume, guys. So when a stock like this gets on people's radars, then they're able to go buy it, and that's what really drives up the price of a lot of these stocks. So as you can see here, the volume skyrocketed. And if we kind of step back here on a year-to-date chart, show you guys the crazy volume, you can see that it had basically gone from non-existent volume to 171 million shares, guys. So to give you guys a little bit background on the bank itself, the bank was founded back in 1946, and it's based out of California, Los Angeles, and it's I think it's the last minority-owned African American bank on the West Coast. So there was a lot of significance going on with the whole Juneteenth holiday and things like that, and all the political situations going on now, and that's basically why I think there was a lot of interest in this company. So it does serve the minority community and things like that, and that was all it took for this stock to skyrocket on ridiculous volume, guys. So one of the ways that you can find out about stocks like these is there's a couple of ways that I keep these stocks on my radar. Like I said, I always check the percentage gainers. You can do that on bar chart. Finviz, finviz.com. That's another site that shows them. Tracking social media, so Reddit, Twitter, things like that. YouTube, of course. And staying in Robin guys. I think Robin is an excellent resource. RobinTrack.net, really nice resource for seeing where people are buying, because as you can see here, BYFC, 21,000 people added that stock to their account. So now you're seeing that translated that the stock is up 94%. So guys, the whole kind of gives a nice background on this company and kind of why the stock is up so much and why so many people have bought it. So now I'm going to give you guys a kind of my view on where this stock is headed in the future. So we're going to kind of look at this chart, and I want to kind of take the candlesticks off to make it a little bit easier to visualize, for simplify it. Okay, so basically when we're looking at a stock like that, as I mentioned in the Urban One video, guys, these stocks can definitely bounce again, but you have to be careful because you don't want to buy them at the peak. So if we're taking a look at this chart, we can see that the volume is coming back down, but there's support. So this is a key support level, I would say, at around, you could probably draw the support at something like around $2.95, really basically $3. There's $3 support. So if you were to buy this stock, you would want to buy the stock, near support at around $3 and place your stop loss below the support, because that way, if the trade goes against you, you're out of the trade quickly. But as we can see here, there was resistance at $7. So there is definitely, I think, some potential for these stocks. Again, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens next week if a lot of these penny stocks and cheaper stocks continue to ramp up. But if you guys watch my Urban One video in the past, the stock went all the way down to $10 and then it shot back up to 50. So that's like I was saying, guys, it's fine to trade these stocks. Just make sure you're using stop loss orders. If you're buying a stock like Apple or Netflix, DraftKings, Visa, something like McDonald's, something like that. You don't have to place these stops so tight because these are long-term investments. But with companies like these that are basically being traded on ridiculous volume, you want to place stop losses below the support line because these stocks can bounce back up. So, I made pretty good profits on this, bought it at around $4 on my Webull, resold it at $6. So I'm going to be watching these stocks next week, guys, but I hope this give you guys kind of some information on why this stock has been trading so high. It just seems like last week most of the African American owned businesses went bonkers. So it'll be interesting to see if this kind of continues into next week, or if that was a fad and this is over. But I'll be sure to update you guys on more companies that you can buy into, give you guys some insight. So for me right now, I would say definitely the ownership is way up. This is a potential buy that could bounce back up, but make sure you use stop loss orders to cut losses. And something about penny stocks, guys, always cut your losses quick on these stocks. The volume for these stocks are crazy, and the float is not very high. So as you can see here, some people that bought this stock up here, you got absolutely crushed. So I recommend a stop loss of around perhaps 5 to 10% on stocks like these. I really like to get out of them quickly if the trade goes against me. But if you're buying something more, a much bigger company like Apple or Amazon or something like that, you're best just buying these stocks and holding them on for the long run. So I hope this video provides some information, guys. Be sure to smash that red subscribe button, subscribe to my channel for more videos on, penny stocks like this that can make you a lot of money very quickly, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care.